And the reason why I had you guys say those two things is because you guys are going to get an understanding of those two words. Girl, power, and ambassador. This is what you guys are going to learn today. Because this conference that you guys are going to experience today, this awards luncheon, is what sets the tone of why every single woman is put on this earth. It sets the tone of why every single one of you are here competing for a title. And you guys are going to gain an understanding today of what does it truly mean to be an ambassador. What does it truly mean to ignite your power? And so I had you all say girl power, but the truth of the matter is, and I'm going to give you guys a little secret, I can't stand the word girl. It bothers me. I hate that word. And I'm going to give you a reason why. We use it so often, but we weren't created as girl and boy. If you look at your birth certificate, nothing on that certificate says girl or boy. When you were born, it said male or female. And I'm a believer in here. So when God created us, he said that we were male and female. And then you all develop into what is called a woman or a man. And for you all, it would be women. So girl is a term that demeans who we are. It's a term that takes away, ultimately, all of our power. Now, it can be used in some cute ways. Don't get me wrong. You can say, oh, that girl's so cute. Isn't she amazing? I have a beautiful little girl. But then you can turn around and say, girl, get out of my face. And what happens is that the world uses the term girl. So often we have girl boss, girl power, girl movement, black girl magic. Because it sounds weird if we say female boss, black female magic. Doesn't that sound awkward? Black woman magic. So we use girl. And the world, and it doesn't matter, doesn't knock those terms, doesn't knock those hashtags, doesn't knock those movements. But the world has already set up to say, I'm going to keep you all as girl. And when you all leave here, and hopefully when you leave this weekend to this conference, you start understanding your autonomy as a woman. And so the reason why I'm breaking this down a little bit is because that was my onstage question when I did pageants. At what point does a girl become a woman? And that's going to be my book in October. At what point does a girl become a woman? Teaching people and guiding people at really what point does a girl transition from a girl, a female, to a woman. So I'll let y'all know in October when that comes out. However, you guys are going to get an understanding. Say, I am a woman.
I am a woman.
Say, I am a woman.
A woman.
Say, I am an ambassador.
An ambassador.
You all are going to get an understanding of what does it mean to be truly a woman and an ambassador. All right, and so tonight or today, you guys are going to meet women who don't just talk the talk, but they actually literally walk the walk of every essence and being of what they live and who they actually are. And so one thing that I love about this conference is that this conference is a monumental moment, especially for me. In 2015 is when I competed as Miss Black U.S. Ambassador, and I was Miss Black Illinois U.S. Ambassador, right? And so I came here, and I didn't really know what to expect. I did pageants all my life, and I'll tell you about my name because I haven't done that yet. But I did pageants all my life, starting in college. I started off with Miss Black and Gold. I don't know if anyone here loves Alpha Phi Alpha, yes? And so then I went over to Miss America system, and I was Miss Windy City for Miss America, placed top 10 in Miss Illinois there. And then I went over to Miss USA system, which we'll leave it there. And then I came over to this system. And part of the reason why Mom was like, girl, you do another pageant. And I was like, I really feel this one though. It's different. It's about being an ambassador of change, right? It's about making an impact in the community. So I came here. And when I came here, I had no clue what to expect. But who was I at that moment? I think I was 25 years old. I was an entrepreneur. I stepped out of college, started working for my mom, which I'll tell you about our company in a little bit. Never had a job a day in my life. Graduated with a bachelor's in communication and a minor in philosophy. Never used my degree to apply for any job. I've been an entrepreneur all my life. All my life. So when I say that I came here and I was serious about making an impact, even this week I've been serious about still making an impact because as an entrepreneur, I can't sleep. I can't take vacation hours. I have to make an impact every single day with what I do because what I do is my purpose. And a lot of people go into entrepreneurship for paycheck, but truly for me, entrepreneurship is my purpose. It's my life. It's my mission. And so when I came here, I said, how am I going to use this title to continue to make an impact and to change and to create change within the world? And so when I got here, this was a pivotal moment for me because my mom and I, we have a company called Dunamis Women's Enterprise. Everyone say Dunamis.
Dunamis.
Anyone know what that term means? Anyone heard that term? No. Dunamis is Greek. You may want to write this down. D-U-N-A-M-I-S. Dunamis is a Greek term that literally means power. The English term is dynamic or dynamite. How many of you all here are believers? So if you believe, dunamis is the ultimate power of God that lives down on the inside of each and every one of us. Our mantra scripture is Ephesians 3:20. Now unto him who is able to do exceedingly and abundantly above all that we can ask or think according to the power that works in us. And how many of you all want to do exceeding things in your life? How many of you all want abundance in your life? How many of you want God to fulfill some promises in your life? But it's according to the power that doesn't work in him, but that works in you. And he's giving you that power. And so tonight, you're going to learn how, or today, ignite that power. And that power is dunamis. Because a lot of times people want things to happen, but we don't want to ignite the power within ourselves. And so when I came here, my mom and I had this company, Dunamis Women's Enterprise. She's the CEO and founder. And I started working with her, and she had it a long time ago. But it was dead. It wasn't really doing anything. And then I also was the executive director of our nonprofit, Dunamis Community, where I was mentoring young women in the Chicagoland area. And around that time when I came in 2015, I had about 15 mentees. And right before the week of my pageant here, I launched their scholarship pageant. Miss Dunamis Teen, Miss Dunamis Woman, Cornelia was a great MC for our pageant that just happened last, 3 weeks ago? And so I launched that first pageant. And the girls were like, Aria, where you going? I said, I gotta get on a plane because I'm going to Miss Black U.S. Ambassador next week, and I'm out of here. But it was 15 girls. Our company, my mom experienced a divorce. My stepdad wasn't there anymore. She had this power to ignite the dunamis power of God and to impact women because she's a pastor, y'all. She's crazy, but she's like a young Van Zandt and Miles Monroe mixed in one. Bless my heart, y'all. And then we got the same birthday, so working together is just really hard. However, she had a desire and had a fight. And I said, I'm going to do whatever I can to continue to ignite this within the earth. And so when I came here, I had a mentor that I looked up to. Her name was Marshawn Evans Daniels. Anyone familiar with her? Amazing role model. And so when I came here, I applied for the scholarship. And I came here and I won in the category of Women Empowerment. And Marshawn was honored in the category of Women Empowerment. And I said, God, I'm going to do whatever I can to continue this movement, whether I win or not. Until this day, 3 years later, Dunamis Women Enterprise impacts thousands, not even 5,000, 10,000 women nationwide throughout. This whole week, we just did a Healing for the Soul Challenge where we were impacting women on how to bring healing to their soul. And that's what we do. We guide women through spiritual mentorship, prayer, and coaching so they can heal and exude the power of God and transform their life and relationship. To this day, we just had our scholarship pageant with 70 contestants, and we have 500 mentees throughout the Chicagoland area. I came here with 15, and today now I have 500. I can't remember their names. So, in this year, just being an entrepreneur, it was a sacrifice. I didn't have a paycheck. I didn't have any money. I had to put all my all into making everything that I wanted to be. My mama wasn't that girl that was like, girl, I'll pay for your pageant. She didn't pay for nothing in college, y'all. Nothing. So I had to do all this, but this year was the first year that I could even pay myself a salary. But I had to keep moving throughout all those years. I couldn't give up. Does that make sense? And so tonight, you guys are going to learn what is it, today, I keep saying tonight, what does it truly mean to be an ambassador of change? So I want you guys to write some things down because I'm a big writer, right? So today, you guys are going to do two things. You can't soak up everything, but I want you to gain two things. One, I want you to gain an understanding. Today, you're going to gain an understanding of two things. One, your assignment, and two, how to become mature in your mind. Because what kept me going throughout everything I had to do as an ambassador was knowing that I had an assignment and my maturity. And I even said that this year when I was mentoring my young babies. I said, look, assistant principal, that's why I keep saying assistant principal. I said, I can't teach them maturity. Only life can teach them that. I can mentor them all day. But you got to have an understanding of who you are to learn maturity. And so today, you guys I'm going to break down some of these things for you all. But an ambassador, I like going to the Greek words because obviously Dunamis is Greek. In the Greek, it literally means presbyeu. I'm going to spell it for you all. It's P-R-E-S-B-E-U-O. Oh, no, E-U-O. P-R-E-S-B-E-U-O. Presbyeu. An ambassador literally means an accredited diplomat sent by a country as its official representative to a foreign country. Doesn't that sound like a boring definition? I'm going to read it again. An accredited diplomat sent by a country as its official representative to a foreign country. Anyone know what that means? Anyone? You're a representative. Someone else tell me what does ambassador mean. Anyone know? A liaison. Anyone have any other clue? What does an ambassador mean? My young one's over here. A representation. A role model. See, here's the thing why I said we're going to gain an understanding, because a lot of things we face in life, we struggle with them, or we don't know how to implement them because we don't have an understanding of what it really is. Whether it's ambassador, whether it's depression, whether it's suicide, everything has a purpose. And if you don't understand the purpose of it, if you don't get an understanding, you just go through the motions and let it be. If you don't understand the true meaning of what girl actually is, you just go through the motions and say, girl movement, I'm an ambassador. And there's positive things and then there's still negative things. If you don't understand the purpose of depression, it's going to overcome you. And people say, Ariel, have you dealt with anything in life? Oh, I've dealt with everything. But I had someone who taught me how to get an understanding of what I'm dealing with. And when you get an understanding of what you're dealing with, then you know you have the power to overcome that. And if you don't get an understanding, then you're going to let it defeat you, when really you have the power to defeat it. So an ambassador, if you wrote down the definition, it's an accredited diplomat sent by a country as its official representative. But these are 3 words I want you to write down. I want you to write down accredited. A-C-C-R-E-D-I-T-E-D. And when I also looked up the definition of ambassador, it said someone who is mature. Someone who is of age. Mature. Of age. The second word I want you to write down from this definition is diplomat. Because I'm going to give you understanding what a diplomat is. And the third word I want you to write down is foreign. Accredited, diplomat, and foreign. These are the 3 most important words in that definition. So accredited, when I looked it up, it said someone who has been recognized and authorized. See, the one thing I love about pageants and one thing I love about competing is because I don't need a crown. I've always had a runner-up streak, which is my second book. All right, it's called First Runner-Up. Rejection is Preservation. I've always had a runner-up streak. I've never won any actual main title. And I didn't care. Because I was recognized and authorized. Everybody say authorized.
Authorized.
You were recognized and authorized before you were even placed in your mother's womb. So you are here for a reason. You don't need the recognition of social media. You don't need the recognition of friends. You don't need the recognition of parents because you are already recognized. So when you came on this earth, God already said, I authorized you to be entered through your mother's womb. I don't even care who your mother slept with. He authorized you. He said, I'm putting you here for a reason because I see you and I recognize you. So that's why people say, Ariel, why don't you post stuff on social media crazy? Because I don't need social media recognition to do what I do. I don't need the world to know that I have 500 mentees. I don't need the world to know my sacrifices because I'm recognized. Every day when I wake up, when I do work in my basement, when I do work in my studio, when I do work in the streets, I'm recognized. And to be honest, the most people who take the time to post on social media ain't doing nothing. Because it takes me about an hour to do it, they ain't gonna post. So if you post it 5 times a day and you ain't scheduling, that's $5 wasted in your dang old day. Because it takes me 30 minutes to take a selfie. So that's why I don't post it all the time. Because I've already been recognized and authorized. So when it says accredited and you say that I'm an ambassador, you gotta walk knowing I have been authorized to do what I'm going to do. Diplomat. Y'all gonna look at me crazy when I tell you what diplomat is. are representing a country, and you can deal with people sensitively. That country, everyone in here, raise your hand if you are dealing with currently a struggle right now in your life.